Tyrant, only 30 seconds remaining, and they're so far back, and SSG is getting the first pick.
This is where OG is going to be happy. A Piper with nothing in the way. He's in range. Oh, it just squeaks its way in there. Unbelievable. There were 3 members of SSG alive. Very, very dependent on hitting your dynamites and not easy to do. Like I said, jumping back on board with Space Station Gaming. IX on the opposite side for a chance to play in the regional finals here in a couple of weeks and a chance to play in the finals here today. So a big one to look at. First bolt going the way of IX.
Yeah, they actually do. SSG do have Gene on board, so might see some slow poking here until he gets the magic hand up, and he already has it up, so no brush to hide in really for them if they want to be this aggressive. Bobby could find something, but OG can't get out. Magic hand does get the pull into the tower, but Bobby actually gets traded too. IX had total control of the middle, and their siege bot's rolling in, level 3.
And they have some bolts on the back end of it as well, so they're going to be at a 2-1 advantage if the siege bot is not enough to get it done. Stepping in, Chepo just a little bit too soon. Siegebot getting absolutely melted down a couple punches in. And IX Gaming are just going to back themselves off, get themselves regrouped for one more mid. You get 9% on the siege. Not worth diving in and losing mid control the next time around.
Yeah, for sure. And they have the advantage, so as long as they control this mid the whole time and never let SSG get that step onto their into their turret range, they can keep it. Good magic hand catches out the Poco of I'm So Strong. Now, it still ends up being a 2-for-2 because of the trade on the right side, but SSG have the number advantage, but not the bolt advantage. Slash trades in one more too, so now this is going to be another siege bot coming in for IX.
Yeah, wow, and this one's going to be a level 7. Certainly big, marching its way towards the space station base. You're going to have BB able to do that, knock back the siege bot a little bit as you try to poke it down, a little bit healthy. You can take some damage from the siege bot if you really need to try to cleave things out, but they're not dealing with the members of IX just yet. Great pull there from Bobby, keeps the siege bot just out of range, but so much damage on the opposite side, still pouring in to the base of Space Station Gaming. They're able to stall this one out. They're missing 76% of their base.
They deny the siege bot damage, but the rest of the damage from everybody else is still coming in. They did an amazing job peeling them off with the home run knockback, with the tanking from the damage reduction from the bull, but just wasn't enough. Now they have to win this siege. They have a huge advantage here, but honestly, IX could just dive in if they get too distracted with the siege bot. They might have the damage to end it if SSG gets too distracted.
They're going to have to make that decision right now. Level 9 Siegebot, you pull in Slash. That's a big one. You get rid of him. You mitigate a lot of that opportunity for them to dive into your base now. Siegebot rolling forward. You only have 2 members left alive for IX Gaming. 10 seconds left. OG gets so aggressive here, but he's going to drop down. Siegebot nowhere close. This one's going to get sealed up. And IX Gaming looking good here in the first round of Siege.
That was actually huge on the back of Chepo. He threw his BB bubble.
Yep.
It bounced from the bottom, and the turret range is going to be enough, but I think the last time he got a pull into the turret range, it didn't even turn into a kill, but Bobby's confident. He's going to keep sticking with it.
I mean, a lot of it as well, if you have that super up when you're trying to defend, you can just pull the siege bot out of range, so that's at least worth something.
And it saved a lot of room for them before, but they still went all the way down to 24% even with that.
I think very situationally dependent on how effective it is. You get a Piper for I'm So Strong for IX Gaming. First couple of bolts go over to Space Station Gaming. 3 seconds left. They might be able to get one more in, but it's just going to be a level 2. And the BB winning the engagement on the front line against I'm So Strong Chepo. That's his bubble, so he's not going to die at the hands of that one. Level 2 Siegebot for Space Station as they start to move forward. Slash uses the super just to break some of that range. OG on the Rosa this time around, trying to find some damage in there. They're just going to poke out the safe, back themselves off, and retake control of the mid.
The one Gene shot might end up making a difference depending on how well they hold this. I'm So Strong's Piper, I kind of do like the switch up, especially since he's blowing up this cover really early, and he's safe in his turret range considering the low range in general across SSG. So he could just stay here by his turret and just spam the whole time. His team's losing the mid, so he definitely needs to be connecting these shots a little bit more, as tanks need to buy him a little bit more space. But for now, it could work as the game goes on.
This is going to be a massive siege bot for Space Station Gaming. Slash pulls his way in there, gets the 40% threshold for himself, but Siegebot marching. Level 8 for Space Station Gaming. They were able to get 3% away from the IX base last time, and OG finds the first kill as well. Chepo a little bit too far forward. I'm So Strong forces himself back, 79% remaining on the IX base. So just a little bit more poke damage. Space Station hasn't fully dove forward into a lot of these sieges, just poked out, relied on Bobby to get a little bit of damage.
They're playing so slow and tentative. I mean, even the last game, the round they lost on the heist map there, they were so slow. I mean, they had a different composition, but it seems like they're so tentative on their decision making, and at least for now, it's paying off, even in the face of a Piper. The mispositioning, I think, by Chepo to not be able to knock back the siege bot got them way more than they would have otherwise. And Tyrant goes in, finds a pick on I'm So Strong, so that Piper poke is out of the picture, and they get another siege bot.
And that's likely going to seal up this game unless IX finds a way to return 20+ damage in. I think Chepo realizes it as level 8 siege bot moves forward. Space Station Gaming are going to be able to tie this one up. We're stuck at 1-1, one final siege to decide who strikes first here in this set. And the composition slightly changing for SSG, but it looked good.
Yeah, the Piper switch up, it was blind by IX. They weren't sure exactly what beginning. As soon as they got the Piper super, she went in and blew up some cover at the mid-map line. So just trying to make it work, but just not the map for it quite yet. We'll see if they swap anything out. They have a Primo and a Jean this time, so definitely more aggressive with their front lines, and they want to be able to get those equalized picks. Although, again, it's a composition where I don't know who I want to pull. If it's going to be the other Jean, though, that's going to be the one you want.
Yeah, Tyrant Star finds the first kill on the back end of a good magic hand from Bobby. 2 bolts for IX. It's going to be a tie, it looks like, unless Tyrant Star's able to get that one through, and he doesn't. So a 3-2 advantage coming out of the first round of Siege. 45 seconds now on the clock. This is going to be a huge siege bot for whoever's able to win it. 5-2 with 30 seconds remaining. You might be climbing 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10 if you're able to control this mid as well as they have up to this point. Tyrant Star gets pulled in, not cleaned up just yet. I'm So Strong looking for a flank around the backside. Gets pulled in though, and now you're at a 3 versus 2 disadvantage with 20 seconds left. This is where those bolts are going to start to stack up.
They're going to be at 10, probably 12 maybe by the time that this timer runs out. Great pull actually onto OG. Does just get rid of some of the frontline pressure in the main, but this clock's running down. They're going to need to get every single bolt and then some if they want to be able to get their own siege bot. Bobby pulled in, so that bolt gets denied too, but still only 5 on the board, now 6 for IX. There's going to be a big siege bot coming in for SSG.
Yeah, it's going to be massive. You got to try to end the game here though. 7 bolts for IX on the opposite. So there's going to be a lot of damage returning if they're not able to seal things up here. Good pull. Gets Tyrant Star in a great spot. Bobby finds that kill. 2 members of IX Gaming trying to defend. And a level 11 siege bot finds 7% on the base of IX. And on the back end of SSG finding that first trade. That's a disastrous first siege.
Yeah, for sure. They have to be able to win this mid now, though. I mean, IX, even though they're retaking, they still have the bolt advantage because of this. Magic Hand missed by Bobby and caught by Chepo. They might be able to catch Tyrant here before the bolt goes in, but no, last second. They even tried to use the elbow drop to get it, but they couldn't in time. They're still tied, though. If this ends tied, then SSG will still have an advantage.
Ooh,
still tied here, 10-10. Now they have to, IX have to make it in and damage. Yeah, they have to do it with no bot.
I guess BB Bubble is the only thing.
They can elbow drop in,
maybe Jean moving forward here. They got to find a way to poke out 7%. Chepo looking for the pull. He gets it, but nobody's going to be able to get in range. Now you're missing that Piper. Elbow drops down. He gets the percentage he needed at the last possible second. IX dives in. They find themselves the damage, and they take the first game mode.
He hooked him towards
making a difference, and Brawl Ball is very much the same. I mean, as funny and quirky as it is, there's definite strategy going into these. To see BB Carl notably rearing his head for Tyrant Star, looking for some poke damage onto IX, who strike first in this set. Could go up 2-0, could book their ticket to the finals with a win here. Chepo on the BB. He has the speed boost. Bobby has a little bit of the DR on his side. Swings away, finds the first blood on I'm So Strong. Yeah,
they're getting a lot of room on the right. Gonna get actually slashed too, so if they move in, Tyrant can't grab the ball during his super, but they managed to get it. Respawn's not in time. Very quick first goal for SSG. A lot of timer on the clock, so if they want to stall this out at a 1-0, it's going to be really tough. I think they definitely need to still try to take it to him and get in there. Elbow drop in from I'm So Strong on the right. Might be able to get Tyrant, but the rest of SSG's pretty healthy, and the Poppin's going to keep OG alive.
Piper for OG. That swaps things around, able to steal the ball, force it in. Now we're tied up at 1 as quick as you got scored on. You turn it around, score on the opposite side. One more goal to decide the first round of Brawl Ball here. Some good poke from OG, Piper being a big difference, as well as the Carl for Space Station Gaming. Bobby already forced back, though, by Chepo.
I find the damage reduction star power an interesting choice. considering you just want it. You want to move fast. I mean, he still has the speed boost when he's holding the Brawl Ball. All that matters is that home run bar is charged. Great bubble by Bobby to peel himself out, making sure I'm So Strong can't follow up with that. A Tyrant Star going in, actually, but Screeching Solo, too much healing, too much damage for him to deal with during that Super for Carl. So, yeah, but I was saying, I find it interesting that he's going for that one. I feel like being able to cross the field faster is really important on this mode.
Right. I mean, it helps him win an engagement at the very beginning of not just this round, but the game in general. Slash finds a kill. Now there's only 2 members left of Space Station Gaming to defend, but some good supers from Tyrant Star and Bobby peel off the defense in 42 seconds now. Brawl Ball back in the Space Station base. We'll start to move forward here once the respawns come out. Space Station just send a couple forward to do some zoning. I
love the sound of BB getting a hit. Every time I hear it, I kind of laugh to myself. Just the twing every single time she hits, and always fun to watch. I personally like watching this character, the big Cleve. She's maybe just because I like playing her.
Right,
but
she is fun to watch. Absolutely, and different play styles. I mean, you point out the different star powers here. Bobby going a little bit more aggressive with the damage reduction. Chepo, though, playing back and then running forward all at once, trying to catch you off guard. 5 seconds left. Overtime will begin. The map hazards will explode. Space Station Gaming in a great spot here. They have a 3 versus 2. Misses with the elbow drop from I'm So Strong. Tyrant Star spinning away. The save from Slash comes out of base. Saves the ball, but now it's him against the world. They could pass it through the middle. One more shot onto Bobby. The body blocks. He finds the pass. Oh, but I'm So Strong steps in the way, makes the save. What a performance from IX.
I was about to say, SSG's playing towards the late game, but they have a Carl. Once there's nothing up, his axes aren't going to do quite as much. Nothing to bounce off of. Oh, no. Tries to pass to himself, I'm So Strong does, but just gives it to Tyrant. Only 30 seconds remaining, and they're so far back, and SSG's getting the first pick.
This is where OG is going to be happy. A Piper with nothing in the way. He's in range. Oh, it just squeaks its way in there. Unbelievable. There were 3 members of SSG alive. IX only had 1, and they fought. And you could see SSG were winning a lot of those overtime engagements. But here towards the middle, you really have to position yourself properly. You'll be okay towards this middle section, OG will. But he's going to have to pick and choose his engagements carefully. Slash picking up the Shelly, going up against Tyrant Star on the opposite side.
Gene also coming out for IX as well. So that makes me feel like, I mean, other than the BB, I feel like they want to play a little bit slower. Shelly has the chance to go in and do that, shot and then super to blast through whatever she's doing. So that's an option for them, but I think they could just play off these picks in the Magic Hand and then go in, and there's one, a BB just deleted, pulled into Shelly's shotgun, and that's I mean, she's the tank crusher. I mean, that's a ton of damage coming in.
Plenty of damage. Bobby has the super, could drop the elbow, gets caught out. Actually, Chepo finds the kill here. Slash gets the ball passed forward to him. Now it's just OG trying to defend. The wall break right at the perfect time opens up the door. IX Gaming now 1 goal away from a 2-0 set lead.
Shot to the super cancel. So every time Brawl Ball's, Brawl Ball's a permanent rotation now, but every time I play Brawl Ball, I'm like, I can get some trophies on my Shelly. I've just been playing it since I watched the first time I saw her get played 2 weeks ago. Maybe, yeah. I mean, the speed boost from that, it's enough. He just crosses that distance. Bobby tries to get him, but it's just too late. Ball rolls straight into the goal. We're still going to see that for sure. They're just too good on these modes. But being able to do that and have the ability to poke things out, and you can see Rico and 8-Bit coming out for SSG. 2 of those characters that once that ground is broken up by Tyrant, they're going to be able to do a ton of damage to the objective.
Big swap here. You have Piper for IX and Rico also for IX, but 8-Bit for SSG. I'm So Strong finds first and second blood. And look at that, already clearing out that environment in the middle. Tyrant Star 1 shot away. Now defending a wide open safe. And I wouldn't be surprised if Space Station now are just on the back foot the entire game. These are so hard to come back from.
I mean, look at this. Already 50% done. Tyrant's trying to flank the Piper, but Poppin's not there quite yet, so he gets the pick there. Chepo still has a chance, but he does go down. 7% left, though. They can't ever let someone by. If Slash gets the bull charge and goes through, it's over. They just can't even let him get close enough to charge through.
Bobby's looking for the pick here. I'm So Strong could use the super to put himself in a good spot. Tyrant Star drops off, opens up a little bit of a gap, but opens up the rest of his team to a beautiful super from Chepo. That charges up his second. Down goes the safe. And now 1 game away from moving on to your final. Potentially for the regional finals up here in a couple of weeks. Quick look at the compositions. Changing up to the Piper here is OG. And rotating onto the 8-Bit. And the thrower, Barley, for IX Gaming this time around. So two teams taking different looks at their second compositions.
I'm actually not surprised that SSG dropped the 8-bit. I think they felt like they were too slow to cross that gap, but look where they are now. 8-bit's probably going to drop, as soon as he gets one more shot, going to drop that damage boost to put on a lot of pressure to the objective, but OG quickly eliminating that. I'm surprised the 8-bit was able to cross this distance, but I think that's just showing IX's ability to just find the holes to get in, cross that gap. OG having to blow up part of his own cover just to be able to stop this aggressive push from IX.
I'm So Strong has extra life. No longer. He did revive in the back line of the SSG base. They were able to get 42% ticked away. There was a bull for Space Station Gaming trying to poke away. Tyrant Star was able to find some damage. Now I'm So Strong just trying to stay alive. Dodges out the bull charge from Tyrant Star. They're going toe-to-toe with Slash. One more shot will do it. Engagement's happening all over the map, but look at the top left. The safe is still being melted away. Space Station Gaming only have 24% left to make it 22. They might just be winning the game on the bottom side. Finally, Chepo is cleaned up by OG, but not before doing a huge chunk of damage.
Yeah, that's massive, 20%. Now, IX is retaking some of this ground. Everything's open, so if OG gets close enough, they could put on a lot, but Bobby Super does not connect the way they want it to. Looks like SSG might want to do something, but Tyrant Star only gets like 10% onto the objective. The Barley's going to chip him out. With the bull down, they have a little bit of rain here. Barley Super coming in to clear mid, but actually Slash goes down, and Bobby might have a free sideline, but he walks into the AoE damage from the Barley.
Oh no, and Chepo just for a moment had an angle that he could have moved forward. 19% still, 40 seconds remaining. Bobby with some great shots, cleans up Chepo. OG though on the opposite side falls as well. Slash bull charges in, 4% is all that's left. Space Station Gaming with a successful defense. 29 seconds left now. Chepo just needs one opening to get in there and drop a bomb, or they can stay back, play some defense, and they'll move on just the same.
Just by existing in the midfield, he's going to not let SSG come in, because if they let him go in, it's over. One auto attack will do it. Tyrant Star bull charges through mid, but that's a tank not in the way of IX's push towards the objective.
Just need one poke.
Able to block everything. 8-bit just barely not making it. 84 HP, but it's still only 5 seconds remaining, and IX, no, they get the shot anyway.
They get the final shot. Gems on the ground. Sandy Gems. IX Gaming in 3-0 fashion move through these semifinals. On to the finals they go.